Come on, you're telling me sausages ain't your forever love. You've got to be kidding, because it's almost impossible to leave sausages untouched in the plate. As I felt you deserved to know how factories made your favorite sausages, so I've managed to get inside the processing plant. Let's begin with the fresh, clean meat carefully fed into the machine, ensuring it's boneless to avoid any processing issues. It's divided into portions to constantly send them into huge grinders, but bit by bit. This step-by-step approach guarantees that the meat is perfectly processed without any lumps to achieve perfection in every bite. As they chose to give the sausages a perfect blend and mouth-watering flavors, they worked on the mix meats, which involves frozen meat too. Just to inform you, freezing the meat at low temperatures for a specific duration kills parasites and bacteria, crucial for the safety of sausages. This process not only enhances their shape to perfection, but also extends the shelf life of these savory treats, giving them a smooth, buttery texture. You can see how beautifully the entire meat is shredded and chopped. Buckle up, because it's going to be richy smooth just as you like. In the next step, a mix of spices or herbs are added for a great flavor. It's all in the blend of spices and meats. Some are spicy with a kick of pepper, while others are mild, so they will be just cooked perfectly. Ice adds moisture to the mixture, so it's added in a little amount to help in achieving the desired juiciness and consistency in the final product. Keeping the mixture cold makes it easier to mix the ingredients evenly, ensuring a consistent flavor throughout the sausage's production. You can see how the frozen meat and spices blend smoothly into a soft, even texture after being expertly ground, along with a bunch of ice being added in intervals and some other runny but important ingredients. Here comes the eggs, a lot of them. These automatic machines are responsible for cracking the eggs and separating the egg yolks from the whites, because here they need only yolks, so it doesn't seem a challenge thanks to these machines. They're then whisked into the mixture to ensure a lump-free blend. This perfected mixture is then seamlessly integrated into the ground meat for crafting delicious sausages. Packed with savory flavors and made in countless delicious varieties, sausages are a favorite food around the world. Now comes the next step, preparing the natural casing for sausages. It's soaked in cool water for at least 30 minutes to several hours, ensuring it's thoroughly washed to remove any residual salt and all prepared. It's moisturized with a touch of water to prevent drying and maintain its perfect form. The sausage mixture is being carefully piped into the machine, ensuring it's shaped into specific sizes. See how these sausages emerge, perfectly shaped and glistening with a shiny finish, ready to delight your taste buds. Check out this natural casing holding your favorite sausages material. Just look at that consistency. After cutting, these sausages are coated with various flavorful sauces and undergo a pre-drying procedure for several hours. Your favorite sausages are now undergoing the very crowing smoking process, which will help the sausages to gain that delicious flavor. This process also serves several reasons, which I'm going to expose in a bit. Finally, they move to the post-drying stage, where the changing color enhances their delicious appeal. In the next stage, they are prepared with natural sausage casings evenly and tied securely to avoid air pockets. Stainless steel hooks or wooden rods are used to hang the sausages, ensuring they are evenly spaced to allow for adequate airflow between each one. This thoughtful arrangement ensures that during the drying and smoking process, each sausage receives consistent exposure to smoke and air, enhancing flavor and texture uniformly. Smoking sausages serves two main purposes. First, it adds a delicious smoky flavor that many people love. Secondly, smoking helps extend the shelf life of sausages. The smoke contains natural compounds that act as preservatives, helping to prevent spoilage and bacteria growth. This means sausages can last longer without the need for artificial additives. So yeah, smoking isn't just about taste. It's a smart way to preserve and enhance one of our favorite foods. After completing the drying process, the hanging sausages are carefully removed from the hooks or rods. Their color has transformed beautifully during this stage. Next, they are swiftly fed into a high-speed robotic system where they are separated with precision using powerful air pressure. As they are getting ready, just imagine, they're perfectly tucked into a warm bun with mustard and onions. My goodness, I barely can focus now. Of course, how could we forget about the packaging? Each sausage is being packed as carefully as it was crafted. They are carefully placed in preset quantities in their desired boxes. Watch as powerful hands tirelessly prepare the casing for sausages, but there's also a little friend that helps to fill up these casings automatically. Now they shape each sausage using precise measuring instruments, and then carefully mold them by hand, preparing them for the drying process. For drying, each sausage is carefully hung one by one on iron rods, ensuring they attain the perfect shape and form. After a precise inspection to ensure top-notch quality, these savory treasures hang to dry and cure in a controlled environment, where their flavors deepen and mature. Maybe next time, before grabbing another bite of sausages, you will remember and appreciate the effort behind making those delicious sausages you eat. You might know those cheese cravings that refuse to quit until you take that first bite. Who's nodding along with me on this? If you can't resist grabbing a cheese slice even in the middle of the night, maybe we're in this together. Let's get straight to the stables, where hundreds of these beauties are kept safe and sound. And when I say safe and sound, I mean it. Only if you wonder whether these cows are wearing yellow-colored earrings, so no. In fact, they've got their number tags. So no cow left unattended, and every beauty gets the equal protocol, regularly. You probably have heard that only healthy and happy cows provide nutrient-packed milk. so their diet and cleanliness are top priorities for farmers. Hey, stop, where are y'all going? Oh, the milking facility. Let me show you around. This is the basic milking process that involves a bit of manual help, like installing the automatic milking devices and noting the required time to remove it immediately. Does that seem a hassle to you? Worry not, I've saved 100% milking automation for you guys. So stick around until I get the permission to the most secured and advanced milking facility. You might wonder how these cows cooperate so well. It's quite clear, each cow is lured to its spot with its favorite food as positive reinforcement. The milking devices literally take a few seconds to detect the milking spots and connect to them automatically, literally no human hand needed. This high-tech milking process can be completed in just 5 to 7 minutes, whereas hand milking can take much longer. Did you know that dairy cows are typically milked 2 to 3 times a day, ensuring a steady supply of fresh milk? It's true. Automated machinery offers immense benefits, yet many still prefer the old-school manual methods. Those devices are directly connected to the individual drums where the milk is automatically being collected without any outside contact, straight from cows to the drums. Yeah, right. One major perk of large-scale milk production in factories is that human effort, once solely for milking, is now redirected to even more valuable tasks. Some advanced technology factories even use these sophisticated milk meters to tally up each cow's milk production with high precision. So after milking, an automated cleaning system sanitizes the equipment to maintain proper hygiene, keeping things squeaky clean. Large-scale production has now reached sky-high levels. As we step into this magical world of mozzarella cheese, every move follows its precise guidelines. First, the entire fresh milk is poured and pasteurized to make it ready for cheese production, and of course to kill any possible harmful bacteria present. This man carefully added rennet, an enzyme, and some starter cultures like lactic acid bacteria to prepare the healthy curd for cheese processing. Rennet here will help to coagulate the milk, while the bacteria will acidify it, keeping the desired thick consistency of the curd they needed. Once the curd reaches the right consistency, they use this huge sieve, or you can call them special knives, to cut the curd into smaller pieces. This will help the curd to get separated from the whey easily. As you can see, the more it rotates, the more we will get the whey get separated, giving the paramount cheese curd. It's getting easier to transfer into larger pots. There's a great reason for that. Once collected into bigger and wide-opened pots, these curds need to be cooled down at room temperature, so it would be a lot easier to process the cheese curd further. It's good to test any step beforehand rather than improvising the whole thing at a bigger level. Time to shred the large cubes of solid curd into smaller chunks. If you have ever made mozzarella cheese at home, you'd probably know why this step is important, except for it's on a bigger level. As soon as the curd cubes are shredded into fine, smaller chunks, hot water is being added through pipes so they would be easy to become flexible for kneading. Yup, it's the most fascinating part of the entire cheese processing. This spinning or kneading is the most difficult part of the entire processing, because the softer you spin it, it won't turn out to be the best mozzarella you've always loved. But thanks to those experts who can even handle the bulk production with so much care, never compromising on our stubborn taste buds. They just need to make small balls of cheese, and the further machines will collect them automatically. Look how conveniently those mini cheese balls could come out of their dedicated zones. Using a constantly running water stream makes the process way smoother. Let me walk you through some very curious stuff. Did you know that as cheese ages, it naturally changes its texture? Yes, with time, its moisture content decreases, resulting in a firmer, more crumbly texture that enhances its overall appeal. Some cheeses even develop a protective rind during aging, which not only preserves moisture, but also adds depth to its flavor profile. Unlike traditional manual methods, where each step requires significant human effort and time, automated systems streamline the process, allowing for faster production rates without compromising on the integrity of the final product. This results in fresher, longer-lasting products that retain their flavor and texture until they reach consumers' tables. The right pH level ensures curds achieve their perfect texture, whether silky smooth or delightfully firm and stretchy as well. Who doesn't love vibrant colored ice popsicles in the summer? A special mixture of ice pops is poured into molds of specific shapes and left to set with sticks neatly in place. Of course, its game is beyond the kiddie appeal. After a short time, all it takes is a cool temperature, and they fit perfectly into their molds. Recent research in the United States reveals that bulk ice pop production in factories boosts efficiency by up to 50%, cutting down on production costs while ensuring consistently high-quality treats for everyone to savor. Efficient packaging holds that the ice pops are properly protected during transportation and storage, maintaining their quality and preventing any damage. Freshly harvested potatoes arrive at the factory, where the chosen potatoes are gently loaded onto a conveyor belt. This belt carries them smoothly into the heart of the washing area, where a steady stream of water showers over them. This stage is important in maintaining the potatoes' hygiene and ensuring they are free from any contaminants that could compromise their quality. After the initial rinse, the potatoes enter a brushing and scrubbing phase. Here, soft brushes mounted on rotating cylinders gently massage the potatoes' skins. Once thoroughly washed, the clean potatoes proceed to a drying stage. That's a step which is typically 2 in 1, meaning they keep on drying naturally while moving ahead towards the further processing, which will be peeling. Obvious, what else it could be. Potatoes enter the automatic peeling station, where abrasive rollers gently remove their skins so they can be moved to these big choppers, which literally cut the potatoes into uniform chunks. So this factory is literally multitasking because it doesn't only prepare potatoes for silky smooth mashed potatoes, but gets the various forms of potatoes for dozens of cuisines. For example, here the special cutters have cut the potatoes into wedge shapes, so potato wedges aren't a hassle now. While some of the peeled potatoes are sent for further examination, where a bunch of experts pass the good quality potatoes to be cut into halves and packed immediately. Yes, because we can't wait more to show you guys the satisfying process of making mashed potatoes in bulk. To prepare the creamiest and most flavorful mashed potatoes, these experts are boiling the potatoes right at the spot. While in many households like mine, where spare time is literally the issue, already boiled potatoes like boiled a day or two before are used to make mashed potatoes real quick, but these buddies know never to compromise their crowing taste. When the potatoes are perfectly boiled, the unnecessary water is drained, and the steamy hot potatoes get their Disney Royal treatment in a smooth blender, as they are the main character. The blender keeps on rotating while bit by bit butter is added into it to give them a thorough and creamy blend. Talk about creamy. In order to make mashed potatoes creamy and dreamy, they'll pour in a specific amount of milk and mix it all over again. This gives the mashed potatoes a smooth texture, and that perfect consistency makes you crave for having more. And there you have it. The superheroes have gone through the ultimate transformation and the best one, ready to be served as a delicious, creamy side dish, or main, totally depends on your taste. Never underestimate any smaller element, even if it's a small gesture or machine like this nozzle, pouring the equal quantity of mashed potatoes in every batch. It was literally a team effort. But we don't end here. There's a lot more craziness to watch, so stick with us. One of the famous international frozen pizza companies is on a mission to create the most delicious pizza ever. So starting off right with smooth and fluffy dough, which is balled up and spread out neatly in thousands of pizza pans for quick and partial baking. Meanwhile, the pizza sauce is being prepared and neatly spread over the baked dough by some automatic machines, so they do not really need manual help. You know, cheese could go bad, so before it may ruin the entire pizza party, they check it for its top-notch quality beforehand. If it's good enough, the crushers shred the entire cheese blocks and sprinkles over the thousands of pizzas. To give these pizzas a perfect texture, some more cheese slices are neatly added onto them. To finish it off, they pour some other sauces and ingredients so the pizzas are ready to be frozen right away. Finally, the pizzas are covered with a transparent food sheet and packed into boxes to keep them fresh and preserved. These machines won't even demand appreciation, but they do deserve it, right? So, hit the like button for the sake of these and many such robotic machines working tirelessly to give you the perfect outcome every time. Just check out how this ordinary-looking dough is going to transform into the perfect buns with a single push of a button. Yes, this entire automation you're watching right now on your screens doesn't involve manual help. Once balled up and rested in their dedicated pans, these fluffy dough balls are kept for a couple of minutes until the dough rises again and the vacuum can blow off extra crumbs to give it a neat finishing look. However, when the buns are perfectly baked, they are all set to get dressed. Hey, if you like our video, please give it a thumbs up and support us for creating more of such content for you guys. As I always say, you're all we have. Look at those nozzles pouring out the delicious jam on each half to give the best mouth-bursting flavors. Let's indulge in the golden sweetness of honey candies, where each bite is a taste of pure honey. Here the process begins with the blend of pure honey and other required ingredients, transformed by a super smart rollers into a thick, delightful mixture rolled out consistently and kneaded thoroughly. Just look at that consistency, it's so rich and smooth. This is so beautiful how these machines continuously knead the candy material without taking a break to make sure it perfectly fits your standards. Now that little automated machine's foot makes sure that each candy gets the perfect and desired shape and cut. As the candies move through the production line, quality control sensors monitor each piece. These sensors check for consistency in size, shape, and texture. Once the candies have cooled and set, they are transferred to the wrapping machine. This machine wraps the bunch of candies in protective packaging, keeping them fresh and preventing them from sticking together. Each pack holds around 9 candies, loved worldwide for their pure taste and eye-catching packaging. The wrapped candies are then packaged into boxes using the huge packaging machinery. This step prepares the candies for distribution and ready for shipping. Stop messing with your sweet tooth nature. Not everything sweet is worth tasting. So grab only your favorite honey-topped biscuits that are rich in taste and are super affordable. Do tell me when you find one. Jelly Belly candies are true gummy candies that are crispy from the outside, but a mouthful of liquid flavor bursts into your mouth as soon as you munch them. First, they mix these ingredients together in a big machine until it's just right. And once the mix is ready, the machines pour it into molds to shape the candies. Now it's time for their rest, which is not going to take so long. Once the candies cool down, they're taken out of the molds and spun around in a special machine. This makes sure they're the perfect size, shape, and texture. They make lots of candies this way, so there are tons of flavors to try. With so many different flavors, there's a Jelly Belly for every mood, and you're sure to find one you love. They make sure everyone can enjoy their favorite flavored candy and have a great time eating it. With so many different tastes, from fruity to sweet and everything in between, you'll never get bored. They surely turn snacking into a fun journey where you can discover your new favorite flavor with every bite. When it comes to comparing super smart machines with human hands, robotic machines take the cake. They do everything super fast, perfectly, and with precision. Like right now, these machines are helping to create thousands of baked crusts to be filled with different sweet and savory sauces later by bakeries and restaurants. Loads of fresh meat are brought in and fed into a super fast chopping machine. This machine cuts it all up into equal-sized pieces and packs them neatly into cans. They seal each tin tight with a cover and label, using robotic hands in very little time. Creating perfect and smooth dough is a challenging task for human hands. However, for a magical machine, shaping it into equal-sized pieces is no big deal. As soon as the dough is ready and balls are prepared, they undergo a smooth waffles making machine that rolls them up while bake them in the meantime to make sure no additional time is wasted and the result is just hilarious. In today's busy times, sandwiches are considered the perfect meal. Just pair one with a cup of coffee or tea for an easy energy boost. Advanced machinery prepares these sandwiches automatically, taking less time than you can imagine while packing a full energy punch. Different fruit flavors become uniquely delicious when enjoyed in various ways. Transforming the amazing juice and fresh fruits flavors into sweet delights, candies, is a breeze for robotic machines. Advanced machinery ensures these flavors are smooth and their textures consistent, making the taste incredibly delicious and enhanced. Robotic machines cut, shape, and create perfectly equal-sized candies in bulk in the blink of an eye. The candies are moved to be wrapped in beautiful, eye-catching wrappers, ready to be enjoyed. Watch this video so you will see how these bunch of machines make the perfect donut-shaped sponge cakes, which later will be topped and dipped into the creamy and rich chocolate. Each donut is uniformly crafted and beautifully finished. To enhance the creamy flavor, a drizzle of chocolate syrup is added on top to make every bite a delightful experience. After finishing, they move on to the next process,